It's being called one of the biggest exposures in global oil trade. A New Zealand-based insurer now under investigation for allegedly helping ships move sanctioned Russian and Iranian oil across the world. A Reuters investigation has uncovered that a small New Zealand-based insurer called Maritime Mutual has played a key role in keeping the shadow oil trade alive by providing cover to tankers carrying sanctioned Iranian and Russian oil across the world. At the center of this story is 75-year-old Paul Rankin, a British national who runs Maritime Mutual with his family out of a modest office in Auckland. For over 2 decades, the company insured tugboats, cargo vessels and smaller fleets, but in recent years it has quietly become a major player in the secretive shadow fleet that moves oil for Russia, Iran and Venezuela, often in defiance of Western sanctions. These are the tankers that change names, fake tracking data and switch off their location beacons to disguise their true routes. Yet to dock at ports and conduct transactions, they need one critical requirement, which is valid insurance. And that's exactly what Maritime Mutual provided. According to Reuters, the company has insured nearly 1 in 6 tankers that have been sanctioned by the US, the European Union and the UK since the start of Russia's war in Ukraine. In total, vessels covered by Maritime Mutual are estimated to have carried over $35 billion worth of Russian and Iranian oil since sanctions took effect. Analysts call Maritime Mutual a big power player in the dark fleet ecosystem, a small company with an outsized influence because without insurance, these tankers would be, quote, dead in the water. But what makes this story even more striking is that Maritime Mutual was reinsured by some of the world's biggest names in global finance, including members of Lloyd's of London, Munich Re, Hannover Re and MS Amlin. These firms help backstop Maritime Mutual's risk, effectively providing a financial shield for ships moving sanctioned oil. Now authorities are closing in. New Zealand police raided Maritime Mutual's offices in Auckland and Christchurch earlier this month, seizing documents and also questioning multiple employees. The raids are part of a broader probe involving New Zealand, Australia, Britain and the United States over allegations that company may have enabled sanctions violations, failed to flag suspicious trades and ignored money laundering risk. Maritime Mutual, however, has categorically denied all the wrongdoings. It says it operates under rigorous compliance standards and has a zero-tolerance policy for sanctioned breaches. The firm also claims it has since stopped covering any tankers identified as part of the shadow fleet or carrying Russian oil, but the Reuters findings show that in several cases, ships insured by Maritime Mutual were still listed as covered even after being sanctioned, including tankers moving oil above the Western price cap. And in some instances, those vessels continue to operate under Maritime Mutual cover for days or even weeks after blacklisting. Experts say this investigation exposes a critical loophole in how sanctions are enforced, showing that even as Western governments try to choke off Moscow's and Tehran's oil revenues, the infrastructure supporting those trades remain deeply intertwined with Western finance and also insurance networks.